Hi everyone, welcome to Be Different for Success. Today we'll be talking about what causes sugar cravings. Despite the hundreds of videos, articles, blog posts, podcasts, and books dedicated to encouraging people to cut back on their sugar intake, it remains one of the most common nutritional concerns. There are plenty of tips and tricks to help people kick their sugar habits. However, these same tips and tricks are often putting a band-aid on the greater problem. You can use all the fruit, dates, and maple syrup you like, but if the sugar cravings do not go away, you are not solving the problem. In order to kick our sugar habit, we must identify why we are craving sugar in the first place. If you are asking yourself, why do I crave sugar? You are certainly not alone. Sugar cravings are one of the most, if not the most, common craving. Fortunately, if you understand why sugar cravings occur in the first place, there are plenty of ways that you can help to mitigate them. Let's take, for example, this situation. Walk into any company break room, and it's almost impossible to resist the display of donuts, bagels, and muffins staring you in the face. What might seem like a harmless, sweet treat can wreak havoc on your blood sugar and overall health. Due to the excess calories many people consume from highly processed food products, 70% of Americans are overweight, or 1 in 2 Americans has pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes. The average American consumes 22 teaspoons of sugar a day, mostly hidden. While many people try to use willpower to overcome constant cravings for sugar, these urges might be symptoms of a deeper problem that needs to be addressed in order to break free. Sugar cravings are often the #1 obstacle that many people face when it comes to adopting a healthy diet. The amount of sugar a person has in their diet is believed to greatly increase their risk for serious illnesses, including diabetes, obesity, heart disease, ADHD, Alzheimer's, and cancer. In order to reduce your sugar intake, it is important to learn what drives the body to desire sugar in the first place. Here are some of the most common causes of sugar cravings that you might not be aware of and need your attention. Number 1. Dehydration. Dehydration is probably the most common cause of sugar cravings. Lack of water consumption is often mistaken for sugar cravings and hunger pains. That afternoon pick-me-up so many people crave in the form of a granola bar, cookie, latte, or a sweet treat is often a signal of dehydration, not a need for sugar. A lack of fluid intake can make it more difficult for the body to metabolize glycogen for energy. Our bodies will crave sugar to provide us with a quick source of energy when we actually just need to drink a little more water. Number 2. Stress. I can't talk about sugar cravings without talking about stress. Stress is linked to sugar cravings in 2 ways: emotional cues and physical cues. From an emotional perspective, sugar is comfort food that provides a temporary escape from a stressful situation. From a physical perspective, the consumption of sugar increases our dopamine levels, the body's happy neurotransmitter, giving us a temporary boost in pleasure. However, because this experience is very short-lived, our body begins to crave sugar again, creating a vicious cycle: stress causing sugar cravings, consumption of sugar causing stress, and stress causing more sugar cravings. The stress response is controlled by the hormones cortisol and epinephrine, which are released by the adrenal glands. Over time, this creates a serious hormonal imbalance, raising blood pressure and increasing insulin levels. This triggers the cravings to consume more sugar. Number 3. Carbohydrates. Believe it or not, overconsumption of even healthy carbohydrates can lead to sugar cravings. Carbohydrates can be broken down into 3 categories: fibrous complex, starchy complex, and simple. Fibrous complex carbohydrates include most vegetables and are likely not a trigger to sugar cravings because they contain so little sugar themselves. Starchy complex carbohydrates include foods like potatoes, grains, lentils, and beans, while simple carbohydrates include foods like fruits and refined forms like sugar, candy, or soda. Although it might be easy to understand why refined, simple carbohydrates may cause sugar cravings, many don't realize that overconsumption of even healthy complex carbohydrates can cause sugar cravings. Whenever we eat foods that contain complex carbohydrates, our bodies convert them into a simple sugar known as glucose, which is our primary source of energy. However, consuming even complex carbohydrates in excess causes your body insulin to work overtime to store these sugars. Eventually, the body's insulin becomes overworked and our body becomes insulin resistant, meaning glucose is not able to enter your cells and stays in your bloodstream. Eventually, your cells become starved for fuel, and even though you might be eating enough, your cells can't access the fuel. So although a diet of granola for breakfast, a wrap for lunch, and gluten-free pasta for dinner might seem healthy, it's simply too many carbohydrates for one day. What to do? Focus on adding more protein and fat to the diet, ensuring that you have a source of protein at every meal, and limiting carbohydrate intake. Starting your day with 15 to 20 grams of protein and a serving of fat will help balance food sugar, limit cravings during the day, and promote higher energy levels. Number 4. Digestion. Newsflash: your body is not a garbage disposal. Many people tend to think they can eat whatever they want, and their digestive tract will sort the rest out. Unfortunately, that is not the case. Our digestive system is a delicate ecosystem of flora, microorganisms, and bacteria. All day long, our body's beneficial microbiome are fighting for space with bad bacteria. This bad bacteria is invading the body and are populated by a diet high in refined foods, processed foods, sugar, and alcohol. A lack of beneficial bacteria can allow for an overgrowth of yeast in the intestinal tract, which literally lives and thrives on sugar. What this means is that your sugar cravings might be coming from an overgrowth of bad bacteria. And every time you consume more sugar, you are feeding their party in your digestive tract. Number 5. Skipping meals, low blood sugar. The most common cause for sugar cravings is the body needing more fuel. When you eat a food containing carbohydrates, the digestive system breaks down the digestible ones into sugar, which enters the blood and is transported to the cells where it is used for energy. When we go too long without eating, our cells become starved for fuel, and the brain sends out a signal that we need to consume more carbohydrates. Unfortunately, today, when we should reach for a carrot or a peach, we grab more processed food, such as a soda or a candy bar. These foods, loaded with an excess of refined sugar, then overload the body, causing a roller coaster ride of blood sugar highs and lows that keep the cycle going. Number 6. Not eating enough. Chronic dieting. Many people try to lose weight by cutting calories, but this often leaves the body starved for nutrients it needs, like healthy fats and protein. One of the first signs of protein deficiency is actually craving sweets and never feeling full. This is because protein's most critical functions include keeping your blood sugar steady. If your body doesn't get enough protein, your glucose levels will be bouncing up and down, encouraging you to reach for a quick fix from candy or a cracker. Bottom line: one reason it might be so hard to quit sugar is not just the sweet taste, but the addictive properties of the sugar itself. Many studies have shown that the part of the brain known as the pleasure center lights up when you consume high amounts of sugar. That is why you think that cupcakes make you happy. A more recent study has also found that when a high glycemic food is consumed, the nucleus accumbens, a part of the brain known for its role in drug addiction, is lit up like a Christmas tree. Some doctors warn that sugar might be just as addictive as cocaine, and this widely used substance could even be more dangerous to the public's health. Sugar is a hot topic today, and you can now see why cutting sugar from your diet is not as easy as it sounds. If you struggle with sugar cravings, I advise you to see our next video about how to stop sugar cravings. But if you are looking for deeper answers, working closely with a nutritionist can help you find the root cause and help you regain control of a healthy diet. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Please click the thumbs up and write your personal tips in the comments below. Thank you for your support. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want to hear more from us. See you in the next video.